right, I believe we are streaming now. If somebody would go to their phone and double check, I think we might be.
4 minutes left.
Been a little while, but I believe everything should be going. If so, all right, so out front, it's Wilson Vaughn the third, followed by Kellum, Schluter, Hall, and the other Kellum. A little trouble in the middle of the track. Yes, we are live. Hey, I'm the host tonight. Grant and Melinda are traveling. My name is Rob Allen, and I am going to be your lovely host for this Wednesday night
3 minutes
off-road
left.
program on a beautiful July evening here in San Antonio, Texas. You're joining us just in time for our box stock truck class. Doug Vaughn out front, Scott Kellum second, Tony Hall third. Whoa, Chase moving into third. Tony down to fourth, and then the other Scott. We have dual Scotts here tonight. Scott Schluter is our fifth place car. So Wilson Vaughn setting the pace in 18.516. Scott Kellum 17.503. Chase Kellum 14.5. Where'd you go? Wait, nope. Picks it up to a 15.520. Tony Hall 14.516, and Scott Schluter a 13.522. 2:45 down, 2:15 left to go. I'd like to welcome everybody in. I'm see if I can find our Restream account so I can talk to you guys.
2 minutes left.
Microsoft Teams, Edge. All right, I'll find it here between heats. Okay, so minute 40 left. Doug, 18. What? Doug, bad lap. He gets a 17.504. Hot lap, Scott Kellum, 14.786. Doug, your fast lap, 14.8. Chase, fast lap, 15.3. Tony, 18.3. We'll see how long that lasts. Tony is known for a fast lap, and then a slow lap, and then a fast lap. Sorry, Tony, got to pick on you. And then Scott Schluter, you are a, let's see, your fast lap, 21.8. Race number 2 of 6. We've got 6 heats tonight.
1 minute
Biggest
left.
class, 13. Mojave's running with us tonight. Inside a minute. Overall running order, Doug Vaughn, Scott Kellum, Chase Kellum, Tony Hall.
45 seconds left.
Schluter. Nice challenging track with a big back straightaway feature designed by RCHQ's own Grant Matsushima. Puts the challenge on the back straight. Created a void that we are calling the Valley of the Ultra Vixens. Not sure if there are any Vixens down there, but it just sounded really good. We did block the valley off with some plywood sheets. Too many people falling in. There's the horn. Keep driving until you're called done. Doug enjoying this, knowing that I'm not out there to challenge him. Up next, going to be mini
Scott Kellum done.
stock buggy.
Doug Vaughn
There
done.
was no expert
Rchq
or
done.
beginner. It's
All
all
drivers
just
are
one
finished.
big happy family.
Chase Kellum done.
That's it.
The
Racing's
race is
over.
completed.
Everyone is done. Doug takes that one handily, setting the TQ pace. Doug at 18.513. I'm going to turn old Ted Nugent down here for a minute. It is
Up next, race number 3.
Race number 3.
Mini
James
stock buggy.
Johnson.
Heat 1 of 1.
Homero
Race order
can
is
2.
James Johnson.
Peaches
Homero Cantu.
Perez.
Peaches Perez.
And Matt, the Buster Zeman. All right, drivers, if you'll set your items down, head out for your marshalling privileges.
James Johnson. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
I'm going to see if I can find Rchq.
Peaches Perez. Homero Cantu. One minute to the start of the race.
Marshall sticks? Really? Okay.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
I think this restream window may be in everyone's way.
15
So
seconds
those
to
of
the
you at
start of the
home, if
race.
the restream window's in your way, let me know. Okay, drivers, are you ready? They're all giving me. Don't be looking at me like that. Look at them all over here giving me the stink eye. Okay, Zeman.
Matt Zeman.
All right. Well, it just did go, so we are going live in the next few seconds. Here we go.
James Johnson. Homero Cantu. Peaches Perez. Matt Zeman.
So you take some of these guys out of the dirt, clean them up, put them on the carpet. They're not exactly sure how to act, so I'm going to bear with them tonight. With these buggy drivers. David Perez saying, can you play some more Ted Nugent? I'm here to accommodate that request. Johnson out front, Cantu second, Zeman third, Perez fourth. Fast lap so far, Johnson's 13.8. Hang on a second, Peaches says, nope, ain't having it, 13.5. So we got a minute down.
4 minutes left. Three minutes left.
Two minutes, 40 seconds left to go. It's Peaches out front, 21-5-13, setting the pace by Hang on, Johnson snatches it away from him. Johnson can't stand me talking about anybody but him. So James on a 21.513. Matt Zeman on a 25.02. Peaches 25.06. Homero 25.13. So good close racing here in this stock buggy class.
Two minutes left.
All right, Johnson followed by Perez, Zeman, and Cantu. So this is a close one. Everybody on their 12th lap. Everybody on a 21 lap pace. Homero just a little bit off of that. So we got a minute 30 left to go. Fast lap right now. Peaches from lap number 2. That 13.5 is still holding. So James, your fast lap 13.6. Peaches 13.5. Z-Man 14.1. Homero a 13.7.
One minute left. "45 seconds left.
All right, 40 seconds left to go. Johnson, Zeman, Cantu, and Perez is your running order. Okay.
30 seconds left.
Final 20 seconds. So, there's a lot going on out here with these guys. So the Buster up to first
15
on a
seconds left.
21.511. Johnson right behind him, only 2 seconds back, 21.513. Now Homero moving up to a 21.514. Peach is sliding down to the bottom of the pack for the moment. But, we got one on its lid over there by the column. Chalmers sees it. Races over there. The horn has sounded. Everybody's still on the clock.
Homero Cantu done. Peaches Perez done. Matt Zeman done.
Huh?
All drivers are finished. James Johnson done. The race is completed.
All right. Now, you're not moving out of another class. You're just joining this class. Okay. Oh, that's it. Chalmers said you guys are too slow. He's going to jump in there and show you how it's done. Johnson taking that one. That was a good race, y'all. That stayed pretty close the entire time. What I love about
Up next,
stock racing.
race number 4.
Okay. It's
Mini modified buggy. Heat 1 of 1. Race order is Scott Kellum, Trevor Bettis, Sterling Roseberry, Jose Gomez. Trevor Bettis. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
Rchq line. Mojaves are racked number 5 and 6 Homer. 13 OT them tonight.
All right, y'all. So pardon my typing. It's get a really weird keyboard that doesn't work when it's next to the monitor or some crap like that. But anyways, dealing with that. Okay, let's see what do we got going here. We have Mod Buggy. There was no expert /
1 minute to the start of the
sportsman
race.
tonight, so I just
Scott
tossed you
Kellum.
all in one big class. Scott Kellum, Trevor Bettis, Sterling Roseberry, and Jose Gomez. You are up. Homero. Romero, don't be whacking anybody with that stick.
45 seconds to the start
Take
of
it
the
away
race.
from you.
Jose Gomez. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, yeah. So where the plywood is fine if you want to hit that. But if you hit one of the finished walls, we are going to hand you a paintbrush at the end of the event. Don't want a bunch of grimy looking walls.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
This
Sterling
is a
Roseberry.
reputable establishment. All right, I do have everybody checked in. We are in the final seconds of the warm-up. I am going to get rid of this. Let's see if I can find out where. Stand by, stand by, stand by. Okay. All right, drivers, in the next few seconds, Loop is going to go live. Here we go. All right, you will be on the clock as you cross the start-finish line. See if these mod buggies can clear that thing. I don't know if they're even trying. Oh, there's one on. Okay, careful on the back straight. We got one flipped over. If anything can clear it, it would be these mod buggies. Don't know if the Mojaves can make it or not. We're going to find out. Anybody clearing it? No? Yes? Not worth it? Okay, Chalmers said, I'll do it. Get out of my way. Whoa, there was a good attempt. All right. And remember, Romero's got a stick over there. He'll hit you with it if you get out of line. He's right. He has the authority to whack people with sticks. All right. So let's see. We've got Bettis out front, Roseberry second, Kellum third,
4 minutes
fourth,
left.
as they came across the line last time. Nice big track here. Definitely enjoying the expanded layout. Not to say I may not change it before Saturday's race. So those of you that think you've got this track down, I might just get sneaky and switch some things out on Wednesday, on Friday or Saturday morning, give you a fresh challenge. So Sterling moving out into the lead. Sterling without all 4 of his wheel nuts on his car, or so he said. He came over there and slapped me and told me we were out of wheel nuts. And what kind of a chicken poop hobby store doesn't have wheel nuts? That's exactly what he said. But, well, not exactly, but
3
close.
minutes left.
G-rated. All right, so Sterling out front, 18.5.10. Sterling fast lap, 15.1. Scott, you're on a 15.5.14 right behind him. So Scott not letting him get away. Fast lap 15.2. Jose, third place right now, 15.5.01. Fast lap of a 16.4. Trevor, a 14.5.18 with
Melinda
a
Rawls.
16.1.
Hello from Boston.
Fast lap. So that hot lap was on lap number 6. Still coming up to just past the halfway point of this 5-minute qualifier. Got a little trouble there on the in the valley. Romero gets it cleared out. They're back on their way. We have not had that step on, step off jump over here in a while.
2 minutes left.
Primary reason is the dang thing's heavy. We got to tote it halfway across the mall to get it over here. So Sterling, 18.509. Jose, 16.504. So Sterling's trying to run away with this thing now. Currently, 2-lap lead on everyone else. But still got 1:30 left to go. Yeah, we got a dead car on top of the step on, step off. Somebody gave him a little nudge. Who is that died up there? Sterling. Okay, so Sterling had a massive lead, but is denied as his buggy stops. Hello, Melinda. Melinda coming in from Boston.
1 minute left.
And I heard she's already picking up a New England accent, and she's only been there for a day. Right, inside a minute. Gomez taking over the lead.
45 seconds left.
Now that Sterling kid is out of the way, Callum up to second, Bettis third.
Thirty seconds left.
Inside 30 seconds. So up next is going to be our first heat of Box Stock Mojaves. Going to be Chase Callum, Peaches Perez, Homero Cantu,
15
Matt
seconds
the
left.
Buster Zeman, Tony Hall, and Douglas Wilson Vaughn the third. 9 seconds left. We will be changing up our music every round. So the Texas Classics for the first round of qualifying, featuring nice smooth jam from Austin's own Stevie Ray Vaughan. All right, everyone's still racing. Keep going.
Jose Gomez done.
Except for you, Jose. Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's it. Yeah, I was waiting on Scott, but apparently he has broken his car as well.
The race is completed.
All right. Yeah, death metal. All right. So 6 cars in this. We'll see how they do with 6 because there's 7 in the next one. If I'm not mistaken, didn't Grant run like 10 of y'all? He ran 10 and 1. How was it?
Up next, race
It was
number
fun?
5.
Oh, okay. I
Box
wonder what
Stock Mojave.
12
Heat 1 of
at
2.
once would be like. We
Race
ain't
order
doing it.
is
Not going to happen.
Chase Kellum, Peaches Perez, Homero
Too many
Cantu,
children in the mall.
Matt Zeman,
For that kind
Racer
of
X,
nonsense. Okay.
Doug Vaughn,
Yeah, we got a lot
Homero
of people
Cantu.
not checked in properly. I'll pay attention to that. Get you guys set up here.
Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, guys, I'm going to need to go ahead and stop you and get each of you to come underneath the line one by one. So do not go under the loop. Stop before you get to the loop. Okay, I see a really ugly yellow car. Must be Tony Hall. So Tony, all right, guys, come on. Hold on. Okay, back. Do not go under the loop until I call your name, please. All right, so that disgusting yellow car, where did it go? Right there. Tony, go underneath the loop. There he is. Hang on.
Racer X.
Okay, who is this with the green and black truck? All right, go, Homero. Okay, Homero, you were already checked in anyhow. All right, who's next? Who's the black truck? That's you, Peaches?
Peaches Perez.
All right, next up is going to be this blue one with the stripe down the middle of it. That's
1 minute
Buster.
to the start of the
Okay.
race. Matt Zeman.
All right, next is going to be Doug. Where you at, Doug? Who was that? That was Doug? Okay.
Doug Vaughn.
Okay, Chase, where you at?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, you got your truck up there? Okay, we need you to come underneath the loop. Is it broken? Huh? Oh. Why don't you go ahead?
30
Okay.
seconds
Why
to
don't you
the
go ahead
start
and
of the
check it
race.
in, or just hand wave it underneath there. That way, when you get it fixed, you can join us. There you go.
Chase Kellum.
Okay, got everybody checked in. We are rapidly running
15
out of
seconds
time
to the start of the race.
on the clock, so we're going to get this thing started as soon as I get my computer moved over to where I want it. All right, here, listen for the horn. Loop is live. You will be scoring as you go underneath it. Just to remind everyone, clock. Waiting for the first cars to come across. And we got a big pile up on the back in the Valley of Doom. It's cleared up now. I think I'm going to abandon the Ultra Vixen thing and just go with the Valley of Doom. So it's Pettis crossing the line first, then Vaughn, Cantu, Hall, Zeman. Chase over fixing his front drive shaft. Trucks look good out there. First time I've seen them run. Careful on the sweeper right here in front of Chalmers. He sees it, and he still sees it. It's clear.
4 minutes left.
It's good driving. Doug, wait until the other cars had gone by patiently. Then he resumed his race. All right, so Peach is setting the pace, 19.505. Tony, 18.517. Homero, 17.507. Wilson, 16.514. Zeman, 16.505. Yeah, sitting here watching these things goes back to the old days when Slash Racing, when there were no bodies, we all ran the same color body. Remember that, right? And every dang truck looked exactly the same. I remember I put a bunch of like stickers all over mine. And you know, come to think of it, I still put a bunch of stickers all over my car. Trouble on the back sweeper. Brendan's got it. It's all clear.
3 minutes left.
Meanwhile, it's Peaches out front, 19.512. However, Tony finding some speed takes it to a 19.515. So right now, the top two, Peaches, Hall, both on 19 lap paces at just past the halfway point. I believe the thrill is gone. Trouble in the Valley of Doom. Naturally, Tony's involved in that one. Sorry, Tony, I can't help it. You're just too fun to pick on. All right, just for this race, though, right? Okay. Chase not going to make it back out there? Baby expressing her discontent. Well, Chase not getting out there. Quiet, baby. Nobody's talking to you. All right, so next up is going to be Russ Platt, Sterling Roseberry, Will
2 minutes
Chalmers,
left.
James Johnson, Jose Gomez, Brendan St. Clair, and Daniel Garcia paying us a visit tonight. Great to have Daniel back in the house. Minute 45 left to go. Hot lap is a 14.6 by guess who? That's right. He's smiling. Tony. So, Tony, saying that yellow is fast. I disagree. A little trouble between two drivers here. Guys, yeah, give each other room to drive. So, Peaches really setting a good pace. We got Peaches on a 19.506. Tony, 18.509. Doug, 18.509. Homero, 18.516. Zeman, 16.507. Chase did not make it. He got out there for a little while and then DQ'd himself.
1 minute left.
Just inside a minute.
$45 seconds left.
So between rounds, I'd like to take a little bit of an opportunity to talk to a few of you racers.
30
We
seconds
talk about
left.
the front ends on these trucks.
Jason Oates. Go Peaches.
Pettis continuing to lead. He's down to, well, he was down to an 18.5 flat. That was a great lap, a 14.9. Picked it up to a 19.516. So right now,
15
Peach is the
seconds left.
only one on a 19-lap pace. Huh? So fast lap, 14.6 by Tony Hall. Okay, there's the horn. You're going to keep racing till Brittany calls you done. We'll move into the next heat of Mojaves.
Homero Cantu done.
Or Mojaves if you're from Alabama.
Matt Zeman done.
William
Doug
Norris.
Vaughn done.
Wish I could be there racing with y'all. Groms look
Racer
fun.
X done. Peaches Perez done.
Yeah, Norris, where you at, buddy? We weren't going to race without you, but everybody said no. Let's race. All right, I don't know why, but we've got like toys out on the track. Waiting. Okay, we are done. Everybody is finished. No parade laps,
William
please.
Norris. Coveted.
All right.
Jason Oates.
So Sterling looking to redeem
go, we'll
himself
see.
in this next heat. Okay, the man with the target on his back. 19.515, San Antonio's own David Peaches Perez. Daniel, you are in this one. Do I see? There he is. Okay. Peach is walking by the other driver saying, pull my beard, I dare you. Oh, okay. It was just brought to my attention. You cannot hear
The race is
Brittany, so I'm
completed.
going to have to figure out how to turn the computer up a little bit. Does anybody know where my water went? Is this me? Right? This is me? We got a truck on its lid right here. All right, no one taking Peaches up on the offer to pull his beard in that round. We'll see if they do it in the second qualifier.
Up next, race number 6. Box Stock Mojave. Heat 2 of 2. Race order is Russ Platt.
All right,
Sterling
so
Roseberry,
those of you,
Will
we're going
Chalmers,
to have to probably
James
get
Johnson,
a few guys around,
Jose Gomez,
see who all checks
Brendan
in, who
St.
doesn't.
Clair,
Uh-oh, what just happened here?
Will Chalmers.
Oh, there it is. All right, so, oh, Norris, sorry to hear that, Bill. Bill back out with
2
the
minutes to the
old,
start of the race.
thing that starts with the C. I guess it's not a bad word anymore. Jason Oates saying, let's go, Will Chalmers. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stop things here for a minute so that I can get everybody checked in. And again, we can't quite hear Brittany. Let me see if I can find her. Here she is. She's cranked all the way up. We'll work on that between rounds. Okay, so the only one that's checked in right now is Chalmers. Everybody else stop. Do not cross the line. Who do we got lined up here? Daniel, go ahead. Boy, Daniel, you came up as a bunch of people.
One minute to the start of the race. Daniel Garcia.
Daniel, you're in. Who's next? Who's the red car with like the stripe right here in front of me?
45
I tell you what, I'll
seconds
call
to
you
the
by
start of
name,
the
Russ.
race.
Just Russ Platts. Russ only. Good job, Russ, driving under TJ's
Russ
old
Platts.
transponder. All right, Sterling, if you'd cross the loop for me, please, sir, at your leisure.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Sterling.
Sterling Roseberry.
All right, how about James Johnson? James Johnson only. Make you feel pretty special, doesn't it, James? And there's James Johnson.
James Johnson.
All right, young Jose
15 seconds
Gomez.
to the start of the
Only
race.
Jose. Where you at? That Jose? Wait a minute. Hold on, you guys. All right, I think we had two of you cross at the same time. I'm not sure exactly why Godzilla's out on the track. Okay, just Jose. Jose, please. Here he comes. There we go.
Jose Gomez.
All right, and Brendan. Just Brendan. Where you at, Brendan? Come on across. And there is Brendan. Okay, got everybody
Brendan
checked in.
St. Clair.
All right, and we are going to go ahead and get started here. So as soon as I get my computer back where I need it, listen for the horn. Here we go, and we're off. Okay, we got a car and it's lid over by Paul Blart, the mall cop. Wilson sees it, gets run over on his way over there. I always will have a fond memory of Doug getting run over by a pack of rogue truggies. It was a great story. I'll tell you once we get settled in. Doug doesn't like that story, but I do. All right, so Chalmers, first one across the line. Sterling showing some speed as well. We'll let him get settled in a little bit. Get a little bit of music going. Trouble in the Valley of Doom. Chase is out there. Good job, Chase.
4 minutes left.
By the way, I did not originate the Doom thing. That came from my friend Paul Gertner up at In Control in Dale, Texas. Everything was like Doom, right? No matter what it was. The jump of Doom, the valley of Doom, the hill of Doom, the single of Doom, the double of Doom. All right, so it's Chalmers, Gomez, Johnson, Roseberry, St. Clair, Garcia, and Platts. Running order as they came across that time. Fast lap 14.602, set by Will. Johnson 15.515. So Chalmers on track for a new TQ pace, 20.511. Johnson runs a good lap that time, 17.5 flat. So Chalmers trying to run away with this. I don't think he's going to do it. I think traffic will play into this. 7 cars out there. Not so bad. Bigger lanes, bigger track. Allows us to run more cars at
3
once.
3 minutes left.
Used to be 7 cars on this track at once was a nightmare. Get out of the way, Peaches, before you get run over. There you go. Here's your overall running order as we approach the halfway point. It's Chalmers, followed by Johnson, St. Clair, Gomez, Roseberry, Platts, and Garcia. Daniel getting a feel for this car. I believe very first time he's even driven it. I'm not sure he's even practiced with it yet. So about the time the mains roll around, Daniel should have his program sorted out. Chalmers, meanwhile, 25.11. Fast lap of a 14.1, which says that he's got a 13-second lap in him before the night is over. If Will's willing to accept the 13-second lap challenge, Johnson, your fast lap, 15.5. St. Clair, a 14.8.
2 minutes left.
All right, where is, okay, right over here by Doug. So Doug getting a pretty good workout over there underneath RCHQ tube. Runs for his life, makes it across the track. Good job, Doug. All right, Chalmers continuing to lead this one. 2 laps ahead of everyone else. So Chalmers laying it down in this first qualifier. He's on a 25.07. Johnson, 17.501. St. Clair, 17.506. Gomez, 16.509. Roseberry, 16.510. Garcia, 13.513. Platts, 12.504. We will resort after this round. We are going to run the Grant Matsushima standard 2 quals and a main. Goal is to get you out of here at 9 o'clock. We're on track for that. We'll not be taking much of a break. We'll roll out of this thing straight
1 minute left.
Into our next qualifier. Again, I'd like to invite anybody that would like to head on over to the drift track. Recently rebuilt, beautiful looking new layout over there with some nice scenery. Careful on the back straight. Careful back straight. Still trouble. It's clear. 30 seconds left to go.
30 seconds left.
And we've got the Traxxas car over there set in complete beginner mode. Very easy to drive. Never driven anything quite so easy when it comes to drifting. Takes about 1 to 2 laps to kind of get a feel for it. With the
15 seconds
entry into the drifting scene. Those of you that have been following online know we're pretty happy here that we're getting the major manufacturers into drift. Wouldn't say that everybody's happy about it, but we certainly are. There's the clock. Running order has really not changed. Just Chalmers out front, Johnson, St. Clair, Gomez, Roseberry, Garcia, and Platts.
Sterling Roseberry done. Will Chalmers done. James Johnson done. Brendan St. Clair done.
Still have
Jose
Jose and
done.
Daniel on the clock. And
All drivers are finished.
And
Daniel
everyone
Garcia
is done. That completes
The
our
race is
first
completed.
round of qualifying. The time that it takes me to resort and create the next heat, we will get started with our future champs. Track is open for practice. Food court is open. And we have 2 cash registers, both of them accepting money. If you'd like to buy something here between rounds.
William Norris. Someone catch up with Chalmers.
Will Chalmers, I added you to stock buggy. That is race number 2. He doesn't like you guys. He really doesn't. He told me not to tell you that. I guess I shouldn't have said it. Okay, second qualifier is posted. Again, for those of you that do not know it, that snappy little electronic device that we all carry, just punch in rchq.liverc.com and it will take you to this magic world that will show you exactly what the heats are. Hey, James, here it is right here. If you'll please post it for me, sir. All right, so I promised you a story. Back years ago, we had this big giant turn sweeper. We called it the Daytona turn. And it was really fast. Drivers would come through there pretty much at full pin, and it was banked and elevated, which is why we call it the Daytona turn. So anyways, Doug runs out there to marshal a truggy. And as he does, the truggy comes through and knocks his feet out from underneath him. He abruptly falls on his back. Right as a big pack of truggies came around the corner, swarming. And all of them, pretty much every single one of those cars ran into him. And a lot of them got stuck. So here's Doug squirming around on the ground, wounded, being swarmed by a pack of angry truggies. I actually thought it was pretty funny. But I didn't want to laugh because I didn't know if he was safe or not. Doug, do you remember that day? He's like, I'm not listening to you. He's like, I still have nightmares about that pack of angry truggies. And the worst part of the whole incident was not necessarily Doug getting run over, was the fact that we did not get any footage of it whatsoever. So there you go. That's the story. While we're at it, we'll tell another story with Ronnie Maloney in the house. I can remember showing up in the early days. Ronnie showed up with this triple X4 Graphite Plus. Ronnie Maloney, are you listening to me? He's not. I'm talking about you. So we were talking about like maybe my second or third race at Toys for Big Boys, and you showed up in this brand new triple X4 Graphite. You remember that? And he comes around the corner, and they had decided it would be a really good idea to put a wooden bulkhead in the track. And you wouldn't believe how loud the sound of graphite snapping can be as he basically sheared off the entire right-hand side of his car. It was fun, and it was a really good, fun, fast car for pretty much the warm-up. Okay, that's it for stories. We need to get the box, the future champs out there. Let's get the driver's stand clear. Zachary, where are you at? Man, Zachary just looks faster and faster as the day comes on. You're getting ready to race, pal. Where's Tristan? Tristan, you are up. So it's going to be Tristan and Zachary in a battle. Tristan won it the first time around. Zachary wasn't really too happy
Up
with
next,
that.
race number 1. Mini Off-Road Future Champions. Heat 1 of 1.
Hey,
Race
Phil.
order is Tristan Bowden, Zachary Bettis.
Phil, we're telling stories. You're going to be in some of them. Elliot's here in the house as well. So the Nacogdoches crew over here joining us for this Wednesday night evening. Let's get the track cleared. Practice is over.
William
Tristan,
Norris.
Zachary, take
Miss my
the
triple
track,
X
please.
Graphite
2 minutes to the
Flux.
start of
Zachary's
the
already
race.
up there.
Was
He's grabbing
melting
his
speed
chair.
controls with a 6-turn single.
Right.
Zachary Bettis.
All right, Tristan with a look of sheer determination on her face. All right, not exactly sure what Godzilla's doing back out on the track, but hey, that's all right with me. We're going to get this thing underway. Oh, I promise
Tristan
different
Bowden.
music this time.
1 minute to the start of the race.
So our future champs are out. Oops, excuse me. Our future champs are out there warming up. Hey, Peaches.
45
How
seconds
about
to the start of the
Depeche
race.
Mode? Depeche Mode it is. Okay, so we're going to call qualifying round number 2, the
30
Depeche
seconds to the
Mode
start of the race.
round. If you don't know what that means, I don't care. Okay, you two ready? Here we
Bowden.
go. We are racing.
Zachary Bettis.
Zachary, in his elevated position, having a bird's eye view of the track as he wheels. What is it Zachary's driving? As he wheels his Mini T race truck around the track. That truck just looks fast, Zach. Now, Tristan, on the other hand, she's a bit of a seasoned pro in this future champ class. She's caught up in the Valley of Doom back there. Trevor grabbing a stick, going to whack her car with it. He does. That saves him from having to run out there. Thank you, Trevor. All right, so Tristan back on her wheels. Off she goes. Zachary over there beating on Godzilla. There he goes. He's got it clear. Still have 3 minutes worth of racing left to go. Remember, drivers, we did resort after that
3 minutes
last round. It should only affect the Mojave class. That's going to be James Johnson, Matt Zeman, Homero Cantu, Peaches Perez, and a special guest appearance by Will Chalmers. So it's Tristan out front, Zachary second. So what I'm led to understand was the Guadalupe River had a, what's the word I'm looking for, where it peaks up
2 minutes
at
left.
flood stage? We had a nice big wave of water coming down the Guadalupe today. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more water in the lake. The poor lake is just looking terrible. All right, so our future champs battling it out here on the track. It's Zachary, it's Tristan. Tristan backing up right here in front of me, trying to figure out which way she wants to go. There she goes. Good job. Tristan gets it sorted out, starts out on lap number 4. Meanwhile, Zach taking a little detour into the middle of the track. Here he comes by me, and he just rips underneath the loop there. Good job, Zach. So Zach heading off to lap number 3. Now he's right here behind this jump, Trevor. There he is. So Trevor finds him. Zach seems to like to go over and visit the little props on the track. That time he was saying hello to Yoda. So got about a minute,
1 minute
left to
left.
go.
"45 seconds left.
So anybody that's watching that's never had an opportunity to visit on us a Wednesday night, it's a darn good day to be here. We've got a nice, I can look through the window over there. We got a nice little crowd over on the drift track enjoying our new layout.
30 seconds left.
Which is a layout inside of a layout, inside of a layout, inside of a layout. You can do that about 8 times. So an interesting track setup. We tried something a little different this time. Everybody over there giving it a test. They've got some fun
15
stuff
seconds
going
left.
on. Some kind of a parking contest or something. I don't know exactly what they're doing. I'm over here with y'all. But something to the effect of whoever can get into a parking space the quickest. All right, here comes Zach right here in front of me. Good job, Zach. Gets underneath the loop right before the horn goes off. Oh, here he comes, going back to visit Yoda again. Oh, and he smacked Sterling for no apparent reason. I don't know what he did, but Zach on the attack. All right, here comes Tristan. She is...
Tristan Bowden done.
Tristan, you are done and victorious. We've got Zach coming through the Valley of Doom. Right there next to Trevor. Here he comes. All right, wait a minute. Trevor, here he is. Yep. Good job, Zach. They get him sorted out. Watch this, folks. He's going to rip around the chicane, past the giant bucket of sand, right by me. Whoop, head back the other way. There he goes. And he's done. Good
All
job,
drivers
Zach.
are finished. Zachary
Gonna
Bettis done.
turn that boy into
The
a
race is
race car
completed.
driver tonight. Okay, so that's it for future champs. Absolute amazing display of racing out there by those two youngsters. getting out there and racing with the adults today. Up next is our mini stock
Up
buggy
next,
class.
race number 2.
Last
Mini stock buggy.
round,
Heat 1
the
of
first
1.
qualifier. This
Race
one was
order is
close. In fact, it was the
James
closest
Johnson,
race
Matt
we've
Seaman,
had tonight.
Homero Cantu, Peaches Perez, Will Chalmers, James Johnson.
Marshals for this race is our second heat of Mojaves. That would be Peaches Perez. Well, unless you're in this race, sorry about that.
2 minutes to
so
the
it's going
start
to
of
be
the
Doug
race.
Vaughn. Let's see. We got Tony Hall. Tony doesn't marshal. Homero. Brendan. So we actually got a lot of back-to-backs on this one. I didn't see that coming.
Matt Seaman,
Jose's going out there. Thank you, Jose. No, let's see, but you're not marshaling it either. But yeah, I think what we've got a lot of back-to-backs.
Peaches
So
Perez,
somehow or another, a lot of the marshals ended up in this race as well. James can't marshal. Doug loves marshaling, so he's jumping out there. So it's everybody that is in the second heat of Mojaves. Doug, that's you. Tony does not marshal. Homero? Oh, Homero's racing. All right, I'm going to have a call. Thank you, David. We're going to have a call for some volunteer marshals, please. A lot of back-to-back racers. So if I could at least get one
1
more
minute
guy
to the
out
start
there.
of the race.
These guys don't wreck a lot. How about that baby? Is
Homero
she old
Cantu.
enough to marshal yet? Get her out there. I think we need babies marshaling. That would be right.
45 seconds to the
Well,
start
I
of the
certainly
race.
know that my granddaughters are certainly old enough, right? One of them's 25, one of them's 5. And my grandsons as well should be out here marshaling. All right, we're going to get everybody
30
checked
seconds
in.
to the start of the race.
Chalmers will get himself sorted out. What? Oh, okay.
"15 seconds to the start of the race. Will Chalmers,
All right, everyone checked in. We'll give you just a minute to get up to pace here. And then we're going to get going. So our current TQ, James Johnson, a 21.511. So anything faster than a 21.511 will get you on the pole. What happened, Will? Huh? Okay, well, jump back in if you can. We're not. Should we wait? We're not waiting for you. No. Okay. All right, drivers. I'm going to take this thing live. Will be back to slap you guys around in the main. Here we go.
James Johnson, Matt Seaman, Homero Cantu, Peaches Perez,
Oh yeah, she's calling
Will
you
Chalmers.
by name. Now that's the first I've heard of that. I thought we were just doing live loop. Okay. Why am I just now hearing it in the second round, huh? It's just, I need to pay more attention. All right, Johnson, followed by Perez, Cantu, Zeman. Chalmers making it back out. He's like, see, I told you to wait for me. No, you didn't. You told me to not. All right, so here we go. We got, coming up on the first minute, we're going to let everybody settle in a little bit. I'd like to thank for my volunteer marshals.
4 minutes left.
Doug did stop by Race Management and said just because he got ran over by truggies does not mean that he wants to get run over by a pack of wild buggies tonight. I'm not sure I care. All right, so it's Peaches out front now. So Dave out on a 22.510. Hot lap goes to James Johnson so far, 13.922. Cantu puts down a 13.972. Perez a 13.923. So really, really close time. This is going to be a really close class all night. It's Perez, Cantu, Johnson, Zeman, Chalmers coming around, getting on the clock. Probably and he's got his baby yelling at him, "Go, Dad!" Right? He's like, that doesn't distract me a bit. She does that all night.
3 minutes left.
Uh-oh, I guess it did distract him. All right, so Chalmers still trying to sort out some issues. Not scoring, not something. Something ain't right. All right, so Perez out front, 21.502, which is a full 9 seconds faster than the first round TQ if he can maintain this pace. Cantu on the board with a 21.503. That is a mere 2 seconds behind Perez. So Homero says, you know, you don't talk about me much, but I'm pretty fast too. So let's see if we can find him on the track. Here comes Perez coming underneath the loop now. So Peaches puts down a nice 13.7. Fast lap of the race. Homero at 13.97. So these two friends duking it out. Friends off the track, enemies on the track.
2 minutes left.
Okay, trouble in the Valley of Doom. Brendan's right there. Thank you, Brendan. Oh, and Brendan, thank you for the crawler thing over there, too. That's freaking awesome. Did you do the other crawler thing over there? That's awesome. Thank you. It's really cool. Been meaning to thank you for that. Little crawler courses over at the Driftaway. All right, minute 38 left to go. It's Peaches out front, Homero second, James third, Matt Zeman fourth. Chalmers sorting out some issues with the loaner buggy, I guess. I don't know whose car that is. Looks like something Ethan would drive. Speaking of where is Ethan? So we got a minute 20 to go. Peaches taking it to a 22.509. Crazy fast pace. A full lap, almost a lap and a half faster than the first round. Car on its lid right there. That is...
1 minute
I'm
left.
not sure who that was. Inside a minute. Fast lap, Peaches 13.4. Homero a 13.5. Johnson a 13.5. Zeman a
45 seconds
14.1.
left.
Those of you that are just tuning in, that's right. This is Rob. I'm your guest RD and host of our Wednesday
30
night race
seconds
program.
left.
Grant and Melinda are up in New England for a PN regional race in New Hampshire, run by Melinda. Remind me if you're listening. I'm sorry, I forgot who it was, but it's an awesome track up there.
15 seconds left.
Awesome of them to be volunteering, not volunteering, but be hosting a PN regional race. We got a big old pack of us heading to the Nats. I believe the Nats is next month. So bunch of San Antonio people heading that way. All right, clock has expired. Keep racing. Perez has them covered with the 22.506. Homero 21.504. Johnson
Homero can't do done.
25.08. Homero done.
Matt Zeman done.
Matt done.
Peaches Perez done.
Peaches done. Just waiting on James. James coming down the back straightaway. And James,
All drivers are
you
finished.
done as well.
James Johnson done.
Good racing, y'all.
The race is completed.
Up next, Mini T Box Stock, the gentleman's class. Oh, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, I was talking about the PN. So, yeah, big group of San
next,
Antonio
race
racers
number 3.
heading
Mini
to
modified buggy.
Philadelphia
Heat 1 of 1.
next month
Race order is
to represent
Jose
San
Gomez,
Antonio in
Scott
the
Kellum,
Nats.
Trevor
at
Bettis,
a really
Sterling
incredible
Roseberry.
facility. Have not seen it. Iron City, I think. So we'll be there
Scott Kellum.
in August. After that, we're going to go to Paris. Yeah, no kidding. So I think there are
2 minutes to the start of the
13,
race.
I think I saw this. 13 Americans going to France for the Worlds, and 8 of them are from right here in San Antonio. Yours truly is one of them. So I'm really excited about another Worlds, period. Got a car on its lid out on the track. Where's my marshals? That would be Johnson, Zeman, Cantu, Perez, and Chalmers. Scotty looking to slap some people around. Car flipped over out there. Anyhow, yeah, so very exciting to race in the Worlds.
Jose
Kind of
Gomez.
nerve-wracking as well. One of the best groups that came and visited us were the French folks. Very friendly, very hospitable. And we're going to go take a visit
Trevor
them this
Bettis.
year. At the Nats, when we do that in August,
1
we
minute
may
to the start
end
of the
up
race.
shutting down that weekend here because there's a bunch of us going. A lot of RCHQ employees. All right, Sterling, where you at? Huh? Okay, you got time.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
I mean, if you're just going to turn around and break again, we're not going to wait on you. Homero, quit kicking people's cars.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, so this is going to be our last non-Mojave race. We'll bring this end of our qualifiers home with the Mojaves.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Mo Javes from you people from Georgia. Yes,
Sterling
sir.
Roseberry.
Y'all set? Thank you, Ronnie. Appreciate it, man. Looking forward to seeing you guys racing. Birthday coming up? Tomorrow. All right, well, mine is on Monday, so you still have what, 5 shopping days until my birthday, okay? All right, thanks. All right, so we got Sterling checked in. We're just going to go to the live loop, ignore calling your names. Got a car on its lid out in the middle of the track. So I see Homero heading out that way. Loop is live. This is a combination class. There's experts and sportsmen in it. Didn't have enough of them to segregate them, so just kind of dumped everybody in the same class. Still curious if any of these buggies are going to attempt to jump the entire Valley of Doom. Okay, speaking of the Valley of Doom, Homero, we got a car and it's lit in there. Homero sees it. He's going out there. He's risking life, limb. Gets out of there clean. So Kellum out front. Bettis second. Roseberry third. Gomez fourth. Tons of racing left to go here. 2 cars on their lids. 2 marshals converge.
4 minutes
Again,
left.
drivers, did a little trouble. I reserve the right to change the layout up a bit for Saturday. Just kind of depends on the mood I'm in. Foul mood, I'll change it. Good mood, probably leave it. Okay, so we got a minute 19 down. Sterling taking over the lead. Trevor holding on to second. Another car in the Valley of Doom. We took Homero's stick away from him, so he actually has to climb out there. He's like, that stick is no good. You know, those sticks were really only good for the old days of the oval. We let John Wallace use one, whack kids with it every chance he got. John, you know I love you. So David Perez, stopping
3
by
minutes
race
left.
management on his way out to Marshall, said he's feeling pretty good going into the main. We'll see if Chalmers has anything that's going to upset his plans for that highly contested stock buggy race, also known as the can't buy a win class. You got to drive to win in these stock classes, y'all. All right, so it's Sterling out front with the hot lap, 14.4. Trevor, your fast lap is a 15.9. Scotty, 14.8. Jose, a 14.5. Right now, Jose 17.503 from the first qual is holding up. Sterling on a 17.506. So he's about 3 seconds off that pace, but still got a long way to go. More than half this, a little bit less than half the race left to go. We'll see if Sterling can mount a charge, take over that TQ position. Little trouble over there by Homero. He's on it, gets it sorted out, on their way.
2 minutes left.
minute 30 left to go. Overall running order, Roseberry, Bettis, Kellum, and Gomez. So Sterling picking it up to a 17.504. Needs a little bit more than a second. Oh, there he goes, an 18.517. So Sterling with a really hot lap. He jumps out into a new TQ spot if he can maintain it.
One minute left.
So Jose, not one of his better races. I think he's just resting on his performance from the first race. Sterling 18.512. Comes
45 seconds
around.
left.
There he is, through coming down the back straightaway, coming up underneath the loop. Here's me talking about him. Yeah, I know, it bothers me too. All right, so you're going to slip back just a little bit.
30
but
seconds
all
left.
in all, still good. Sterling 18.513. Scott 17.512. Trevor 16.508. Jose 15.506. Next up, our first heat of Mojave.
15 seconds left.
Jose running back to back, then Sterling also running back to back. Zeman, Garcia, Platts, and Kellum in the next race. So we have quite a few drivers going back to back on this one after that resort. Horn sounded. Keep driving until Brittany calls you done.
Sterling Roseberry done.
Short courses up next. Mojaves, they're short courses.
Trevor Bettis done. Jose Gomez done.
Am I? Oh, I'm sorry. That's right. Box stock truck is coming up next.
All drivers are finished. Scott Kellum done. The race is completed.
Good job, y'all. So Sterling setting the pace. Going to be our top qualifier tonight with an 18.505. Scott, a very respectable 17.516. Trevor, 16.501. Jose, slow start, but
Up
gets it up
next,
to a
race number 4.
16.511.
Mini T
All
box
right.
stock.
Up next,
Heat 1 of 1.
box
Race order
stock
is
truck,
Doug
also
Vaughn,
known as the gentleman's
Kellum,
class.
Racer X. Chase Kellum. Scott Schluter. Scott Kellum.
Reason we call them gentlemen is because they are,
2
gentlemen.
minutes to the start of the race.
What you got there, El? Drag cars inbound. I have not checked them in yet. Cool. I'm
Chase
sorry,
Kellum.
drift cars. Yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I said, right? Drift cars on their way in. Yeah, we've got the first batch of them here. I think 8. Thank
1
you,
minute to
thank
the
you.
start of
All
the
right,
race.
so looking for, I've got Scott and Chase checked in. Where is Douglas Wilson Vaughn III? Get up there, Doug.
Racer X.
Tony Hall,
Doug Vaughn.
Scott Schuler. Where's our marshal?
Scott Schluter. 45 seconds to the start
Sterling
of the
hit
race.
somebody with that if they don't get. All right. So everybody is checked in. I'm not advocating violence. Of course, I'm being facetious. If Sterling was to hit somebody with that stick, he'd get in
30
trouble.
seconds to the start of the
You're
race.
going to get in trouble. Well, you can hit Trevor. I don't care about that. At some point, most people wanted to whack Trevor with a stick, I'm sure. Right, Trevor?
15
He's like,
seconds
yeah,
to the
yeah,
start
my
of the
mom
race.
did that a lot. Yeah. Huh? In the back, please. Yeah. Yeah. Drift cars inbound. So we have ordered up a batch of them, each color. If you haven't seen them in real life, they are absolutely stunning with that 24 Mustang body on it. All right, so I have 3 marshals. Who are we missing? Jose. Jose's out there. Scott. Where are you, Scott? Oh, he's racing? You know, that's a pretty darn good excuse. All right. Trevor and Sterling. Okay, drivers, we're going to go ahead and get started here. Clock is running a bit long.
Doug Vaughn.
And there we go.
Scott Kellum. Rchq.
We're a little
Chase
light
Kellum.
on marshals. These guys rarely
Scott Schluter.
crash, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Hey guys, what are you doing? Are you guys live? Melinda, Grant? What's happening here? I'm looking at Facebook and not the racetrack, and I see them eating, which kind of pisses me off because I'm not eating. All right, so Vaughn out front, and you know, Vaughn is our TQ.
4 minutes left.
Again, right about now, Doug's going, man, I'm glad Robbie's not out here because I'd be putting on the heat. Tony, let's see if Tony's got something left in him tonight. So far, Tony's been pretty quiet. It's Doug out front. Chase is second. So Chase getting it sorted out. Tony third. Scott fourth. Scott Kellum fourth. Scott Schluter fifth. Schluter. That's it. Just stop saying my name if you can't say it right. So Doug, Chase, Tony, and a couple of Scotts is our running order. Valley of Doom, we got a car on its lid. Sterling whacks it with the stick, gets it sorted out. Don't break the car, but not the ramp. Right? Because I don't feel the car's easy to fix. The ramp's a pain in the neck. All right,
3
another
minutes
one.
left.
Valley of Doom claiming 2 more. We got one of them on its lid. Sterling sees it, locks in on it, gets it flipped over. Okay, so here we are coming into the 2 minute 50. What the heck? 2 minute 50 seconds. It's Doug out front, Chase second, Tony, then Scott and Scott. A lot of racing left to go. We're just halfway. So Doug, his TQ from the first round was an 18.513. Right now, he's on a 25.15. But there's trouble all over the track. Doug seems to have avoided it, working his way. No, he has not. His car just knew that I was talking about him and puts it on his lid in the double in the middle of the track. Heads past Godzilla underneath the 192-inch RCHQ tube through the Valley of Doom. Makes it through there cleanly.
2 minutes left.
So Doug, with a lot of open track out in front of him, drops to an 18.516, which takes him off of that TQ pace. But still got a minute 45 left to go in the box stock class. So Kellum takes advantage of it, jumps into the lead for a moment, but Doug takes it right back on that lap. So Doug, 18.514, Kellum, 17.511. So we'll see if that changes. Yep. So Doug holds on to it, puts down a nice 14.33 fast hot lap of this race. Kellum, your fast lap is a 14.6. Tony, a 15.3. I'm sorry, I'm confusing Chase and Scott. So Chase is up to second. So Chase showing some really good speed out there. Staying out of trouble. Minute left.
1 minute left.
I just said that. Trouble coming out of the Valley of Doom. Sterling's there. I'd like to thank everybody for
45
showing up
seconds
tonight.
left.
Got a nice turnout. Haven't really looked at it. Let me see, what do we got? We got about almost 30 cars here. Or 30 cars here tonight, not counting a dozen or so over at the drift track. So nice to have folks coming out enjoying this beautiful
30 seconds left.
semi-cool, somewhat rainy, super humid Deviation from the normal Africa hot South Texas July day. Night. 7:39 at night.
15 seconds left.
All right, so Chase Kellum taking over the lead, 18.513 as Doug falls to a 17.511. Tony Hall third, 16.505. Scott Kellum, 16.518. Scott Schluter, a 12.517. Horn has sounded. Keep racing until Brittany calls you done.
Doug Von Dunn. Rchq done. Chase Kellum done. Scott Kellum done. All drivers are finished. The race is
that
completed.
completes the race. Good job, Chase. So Chase jumping up there, 18.516. Not enough for a TQ, but still good enough for a round win. Next up, short course. Featuring the fine driving
race
skills
number 5.
of Jose Gomez,
Box
Sterling
stock Mojave.
Roseberry, Matt
Heat 1
Zeman,
of
Daniel
2.
Garcia, Russ
Race
Black,
order is
and Chase Kellum.
Jose Gomez, Sterling Roseberry, Matt Zeman, Daniel Garcia, Russ Platts, Chase Kellum. Russ Platts, Daniel Garcia. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Matt Zeman.
All right,
Sterling
looking for the rest of
Roseberry.
me marshals. I do see Doug out there. Where is
Jose Gomez. Chase Kellum.
Scott, are you racing again? So Scott does not have an excuse this time. We've got a pair of Scotts heading out to the track. Scott.
1 minute to the start of the race.
Chase, where are you at? Oh, he's racing? Okay, good excuse. All right. So we've got 3 marshals out there. Out of
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Scott, are you up to marshaling that Valley of Doom? You okay marshaling that Valley of Doom? You're gonna get a little
30
busy over
seconds
there,
to the
most
start
likely.
of the race.
You guys, if you guys want to switch out, that's fine. Totally up to you. If you're up for the challenge. All right, I do have everyone checked in. We got just a little bit of time left here. So we'll wait.
15 seconds to the
they're
start of
backing
the
up
race.
behind the line. We'll go ahead and hit the horn and get this thing started.
Homer Gonzalez.
And you race
Can't
will start.
WATE
When
to
you
get my
cross the loop.
Mojave.
That was not a good start, guys. Just really not good. But you still have the entire race to make up for that lousy start. All right, Valley of Doom claiming its first victim. As these trucks ripping around through, they really do look like they handle good. Look like a lot of fun. First time we've really had an ARMA on our racetrack. Not to say that there's anything wrong with it. It's just more that the Losi Mini B and Mini T are such a legitimate 16, 18 scale, 16, 14 scale, whatever they are. One's 14, one's 16, and they're just, or 18, I don't know, maybe I got it wrong. But they're such legitimate little race cars that there really has not been a whole lot of any other car that could come out
4 minutes
and
left.
compete with them in regards to durability, speed, pretty much just a shrunken down 22, which is a formidable 10 scale car in its own right. So, Mojave's doing well. Welcome to the track, ARMA. ARMA supporting what we're doing here. They did provide us with a nice bunch of demo cars. We're working with some of the developers over in England to improve on the trucks. So it's great to have another Horizon hobby vehicle out here on the track doing well. And a big company like Horizon supporting our local racing scene. So thank you, Horizon Hobby. More trouble in the Valley of Doom. Does seem to be everybody getting out of there in one piece. Meanwhile, Matt Zeman leading this thing. Sterling second. Daniel up to
3
third.
minutes left.
Told you Daniel wasn't done with y'all yet. Jose fourth. Russ fifth. And Chase is sixth. So what we're going to do, we're probably going to let 5 of you make the A, and we'll have 2 bump. That will be, of course, in the mains. Nothing to do with this race now. So if you're not in the top 5, you'll have another shot at it in the B main with those 2 bump spots. Trouble underneath RCHQ tube. Doug is right on it. And we've got more trouble by Gonzilla. Lands back on its wheel. You know, these things do seem to land back on their wheels quite a bit, I'm noticing. Careful, Scott. Gets a little wadded up in the carpet over there. Good job, Scott. Yeah, I told you that was an action-packed place to marshal. Grant probably watching this from
2
New
minutes
Hampshire,
left.
kind of chuckling a little bit. Thanks, Grant. Big pack of cars in the middle of the track. This never goes well, and this time was no exception. There were like 5 of them. Only 3 came out. 2 still together. So Sterling taking over the lead. Zeman second. Jose third. Daniel fourth. Russ fifth. Chase sixth. So now they are all back together, heading underneath RCHQ tube. It's going to be a battle of attrition. Oh, one of them smacks into the wall. Definitely think we're going to put some graffiti on that wall. Don't hit me. Or something fun. All right, so Sterling holding on to it, 17.505. Now, the man to beat, Chalmers, on a 25.09, so about 3 laps off of that pace in this heat. But again, doesn't really matter long as you make the A. 2 to bump.
1 minute left.
Inside the final minute. Sterling with a hot lap of 12.9. I'd almost suggest he's cheating. And 12.9 is an incredibly fast lap. Zeman, your fast lap is a 15.7. I'm just kidding, Sterling.
45 seconds
Jose,
left.
16.0. Daniel, 15.4. Russ, 18.2. Chase, 18.0. Car on its lid on the back straight. Scott right there. Thank you, Scott.
30 seconds left.
26 seconds left. Running order, Roseberry, Zeman, Gomez, Garcia, Platts, and Kellum. Got
15 seconds
one
left.
high-sided here. There we go. Hopefully we've got enough of these. We've got 16 more of these inbound. I think we got 8 of them today. Another 8 should be coming in from California tomorrow or Friday.
Daniel
so if
Garcia
you'd like
done.
to join us, please
Russ
do.
Platt's done.
Got a car on its lid over by the Valley of Doom. Doug's sprinting all the way across the track.
Sterling Roseberry
Man, I
done.
didn't know Doug could run that fast. Way to go, Doug.
Chase Kellum done. Matt Zeman done.
Just waiting on Jose.
All drivers are finished.
And that's it.
Jose
Good
Gomez
racing,
done.
y'all. So
race
Zeman
is
takes
completed.
that one with a 17.508. Somebody take Roseberry's car, that 12.9. Even the baby doesn't like a 12.9, right, baby?
Up next, race number 6.
All right,
Box
here
stock
we
Mojave.
go. The
Heat 2
final
of 2.
race of our second
Race order is
qualifier.
Will Chalmers, Peaches Perez, Doug Vaughn, Racer X, Homero Cantu, Brendan St. Clair, James Johnson, James Johnson. Two minutes to the start of the race. Will Chalmers. Rchq. Peaches Perez. Homero Cantu. Brendan St. Clair.
Okay, got a truck on its lid in the middle of the track. Jose's converging. Drivers, I'd like to assure you I've
1 minute to the
selected
start
a
of the
lovely
race.
group of marshals
Doug
for you
Vaughn.
for this race. I, for
45
one, think
seconds to the
Tony would
start
be
of the
faster
race.
if he stood up, but that's just me.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Homero, I am definitely handing you a paintbrush.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Trouble coming off of the main turn. Zeman's got him. Thank you, Buster. All right. Okay, we are ready to get this one underway. So let's get yourself in the position that you want to be. And here within the next 5. You good? Thank you, Daniel. Okay, here we go. Listen for the horn. And we are off. Took about 1 hour, just a little bit less than right about 1 hour to run this, so we should be finishing up this program probably just about a tick after 9 o'clock. If you guys want to kind of make plans to have a good idea. I do not think we're going to finish it up by 9, but it should be shortly after, 10, 15 minutes after 9. We'll get you guys all home safe. Right, the man to beat. In fact, I think we really actually probably should figure out a way to penalize him. Chalmers, 2509. That's my Will Shatner voice. Okay, big pack of cars coming underneath the RCHQ tube. Well, one less. Somebody endos it. Here they come. Kind of hard to call the wrecks.
4 minutes left.
With these things, part of short course racing is wrecking. I think it just sort of goes with it. Kind of like monster truck racing. Man, those monster trucks wreck a lot. That's like, yeah, they're monster trucks. All right, so it's Chalmers out front. Pettis second, Johnson third, Cantu fourth, St. Clair fifth, Hall sixth, and Vaughn seventh. All right, one of them leaving the track. That was Tony, one on its lid right in front of me. So we've got Chalmers on a 25:03. If he can maintain that pace, that would be good enough for another DQ. However, he's got traffic and friends out there. I'm not suggesting that his friends would deliberately take him out. Wouldn't even want to put that idea in their heads.
3 minutes left.
All right, let's see if we can find Will out on the track. I see following him around. I believe, yeah, there he goes. Doug points him out. He's driving a candy corn looking car. Right. Yep, it is the candy corn car coming through the middle of the track right now. Up over the double underneath RCHQ tube, another double through the Valley of Doom. Now there's a pile of cars waiting for, and he finds them, right? I believe that was sabotage. 2 cars just sitting there lurking. Okay, Will, 25:06, so that's still on a TQ pace, even with a crash. So it's Chalmers on a 25:06, Peaches second, 19.509. James an 18.503. Brendan 17.5 flat. Homero 16.5. Tony Hall 17.518. Wilson sitting this one out.
2
Not sure
minutes
what
left.
took the Vohan machine out. Yep. Okay. Will finding more trouble out there. Again, those are his friends. So Will, fast lap 14.222. Somebody on their lid out there in the middle. Sorry, I don't have the bodies memorized yet. So we got a minute, a little less than a minute and a half left to go. Overall running order, Chalmers, Johnson jumping up into second. Pettis third. Nope, right back into second again. So Peaches and James, very close battle. Coming into a minute. Chalmers' fast lap is at 14.222. Peaches a 15.3. Johnson a 14.7.
1 minute left.
St. Clair. Sorry, y'all, I got the hiccups. St. Clair 14.8. Hall 14.8. Cantu 15.6. All right, so there's some strategy going on out there. Your leader coming up behind the slower car who sort of vacates out of his way. Now Will, with nothing but open track in front of him, 35 seconds left to go, he's coming back around quickly, looking to put some laps on the other
30
cars.
seconds left.
All right, Valley of Doom collects 2 cars, one of them actually up underneath the jump. Russell gets him sorted out. Thank you, Russell.
15 seconds left.
Inside, about 10 seconds left. Well, there's 10 seconds. Just so you know where you are on the track. Chalmers, Johnson, Pettis, St. Clair, Hall, Cantu, and Vaughan. Any of you that have seen that movie, do not mess. You do not mess with the Vaughan.
Peaches Perez done. Will Chalmers
It's not
done.
true. I just made that up.
Brendan St. Clair
I
done.
mess with Doug a lot.
Rchq done.
All right. Horn sound and keep driving till you're called done.
Homero Cantu done.
Just waiting on Johnson. Still waiting on Johnson.
All drivers are finished.
And now
James
we're no longer
Johnson
waiting
done.
on Johnson.
The
All
race
right,
is
that's
completed.
it. That completes the qualifying portion of our program. Chalmers a 25:03.978. So give me a couple of minutes to get the mains. We will start with the B main short course or Mojave class. So Mojaves are going to be up next. I'll give you guys a couple of minutes to get your cars sorted out. You probably want to be thinking, if you think you're in the B, you might want to start thinking about getting your batteries charged up. Ramrod, I don't know what you're thinking over there, but I don't like it. Hey, y'all, how long do you want the Mojave A main to be? Mojave A main, how long do you want it to be? 10? No. 8? Okay, 8 it is. Seven? Really? Okay, so 7? 6? Okay, 7 it is. We're going with 7. They're saying they dump it to the 8-minute mark. You ran 8? Okay, 8 it is. All right, you guys better calm down. Don't make me get down off this.
Up next, race number 1. Mini Off-Road Future Champions. A main. Race order is Tristan Bowden, Zachary Bettis. Up next, race number 1. Box Stock Mojave. B main. Race order is Brendan St. Clair, Matt Zeman, Sterling Roseberry, Jose Gomez, Daniel Garcia, Russ Platts, Chase Kellum.
Ramrod, what are you doing with that 10 scale car on the track? It actually kind of works, huh? I mean, it looks freaking giant, but still. Yeah, 2 or 3 at the most, yeah. Yeah, that is like a 10 scale buggy looks massive on this track. Could you imagine what an 8 scale buggy looks like? I don't either. I really don't. Okay, listen up, y'all. The heats are mains are posted. This is particularly of interest to you, Mojave short course drivers, because the B main is coming up in just a few minutes. So take a quick look. What are you saying? I don't want any of that. All right. So it's going to be Brendan, Matt, Sterling, Jose, Daniel, Russ, and Chase are up. So you guys want to start getting your batteries ready. Then we're going to go to future champs, right? Huh? Mojave B main right now. So let's get them. I'll give you guys a few minutes, but again, we're up against the clock here, so don't have a whole lot of time.
Matt Zeman, Brendan St. Clair, Chase Kellum, Daniel Garcia, Sterling Roseberry,
All right, corner marshals for this race are our A main short course drivers. That's right. If you don't know who you are, I do. Will Chalmers, Peaches Perez, James Johnson, and Homero. Look at Homero, goes straight towards the Valley of Doom.
2 minutes to the start of the race.
All right, Jose, I do not have Jose checked in. Where's he at? Here he comes. How about Russ? Russ, where are you at? Oh, Russ, get checked in.
Russ Platts.
All right. Here's how we're going to start this. Sorry, I'm like doing the licorice thing. We're going to line them up right here in front of me, around through this chicane area. So our number one car is going to be Brendan. Brendan, you need to be, Dave, will you help me line these guys up?
Jose Gomez.
They're definitely not going to behave. Okay, so let's get Brendan back probably right about where you're standing, maybe a foot or two back. If you get him too close to the loop, he won't score. Okay, then Matt Zeman, where you at, Matt Zeman? Pull up the pizzas if you would, please. Matt Zeman. Thank you, Matt. Then Sterling. Sterling, right there. Okay. Jose? Sterling,
1
you
minute
better
to the
behave.
start of the race.
Okay. See, that's what you get. Okay. Then Jose, Daniel, and then Russ, and then Chase.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, Russell, which one's Russell? Right there. The red one. No, I'm the blue one. Oh, okay. All right.
30
right?
seconds to
Isn't
the
it a
start
cool
of the
problem
race.
to have? Right? Everybody running the same body. It ain't going to take long. We'll all have gosh, I think I bought 20 freaking bodies or something like that. What do you think, guys? This is going to be interesting. We got the music turned down.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, so I see Chalmers out there. Yeah. Homero, spread them out just a little bit more, if you would, please. Spread them out a little bit more. Gotcha. Okay. You know, one of these days I would take a chainsaw to that column if it didn't have the fire system in it. What is it? Fire suppression. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, drivers, are you ready? Marshals, are you ready? You think you are, but you're really not. Okay, we're going to go on the horn. No passing until you get to the loop, please. Here we go. You know, that was a dang good start. Well done, y'all. Hey, main drivers, I hope you paid attention to that. So here we go. Top two drivers are going to bump to the A. So third place does not matter. First, second, all that really counts in this race. Although third place is better than, seventh, that kind of thing. All right, so Brendan leads them around. Trouble all over the middle of the track. Homero's there. Pretty light on his feet for a Camaro driver. All right, trouble in the Valley of Doom. Cars everywhere, bodies everywhere. No children hurt during that exchange. Okay, Homero behind you. If you can see him, there's one on his lip. Chalmers on his way. Thank you, Will. And then there's another one. Oh, James, be careful. All right, now everybody hit James while he's on the ground. No, too late. Okay. Sorry, James. You know I'm just kidding. I really didn't want him to run you over. Oh. Yeah, I felt that. Did you feel that, Ram? It was like, Okay, we're a minute 20 into this one, and I have no earthly idea what's going on. And I'm in charge. Back to the good old days of chaos and short course. Those two words are absolutely interchangeable. So it's Zeman out front, bumping Sinclair down to second. Jose third. So Jose looking to advance into that second place spot to get into the A. Sterling, you're fourth. Chase, fifth. Russ, sixth. Daniel, seventh. So a little trouble right here in front of me. It's a blue truck involved in that wreck. No, now it's a red truck in the back. Sorry, just messing around. Okay, so Zeman with a 1.7 second lead. I see Zeman. Where's he at? Here he comes down the back straightaway. Oh, Zeman finds a little trouble. That's probably going to let Sinclair get by him, and it does. So Brendan back in the lead, but only by 0.2 of a second. Back to third. There's a 9-second space. Sterling taking over third, so Sterling looking to see if he can't close on that second-place car of Matt Zeman. So Sinclair, Zeman battling out first, second, less than a second separating those cars. Oh, no, Brendan, little trouble. Peaches is there, got him going. I'm thinking Zeman is going to advance into the lead. Staying out of the wrecks is the point here. So Matt takes the lead.
Left.
Brendan overdue. Where's he at? Here he comes. So Brendan, oh my gosh, 7.4 seconds back. It allows Sterling to move into second. So the battle for that bump spot. Now, Sterling and Brendan. Jose, fourth. Daniel up to fifth. Chase, sixth. And Russ is seventh. So Matt Zeman with only, Brendan closing. So Brendan back up into that bump spot, moving Sterling down. So that second place spot, hotly contested. Got a car on a sled. I believe that is Chase. No, not Chase. Oh, it's Brendan again. So your second place car on his lid in the middle of the track. Peaches is there. Okay. Big,
2 minutes
gnarly
left.
pack of cars coming underneath RCHQ tube. Still anybody's race. Zeman, while no one was watching, takes a 19-second lead. So Matt staying out of trouble. Now all he's got to do with 1:35 left is protect his lead. Yeah, thank you, Ram. Don't let him yell at you. You guys quit yelling at Ram. He's trying to help. All right, so it's Zeman. Go. Meanwhile, Jose up into second. So Jose, 18 seconds back, but Brendan still has him in his sights. So overall running order drivers, it's Zeman, Gomez, Sinclair, Roseberry, Garcia, Kellum, and Platts. Zeman, 17.3 second lead. Jose in second, 4.7 seconds ahead of Brendan. Sterling, 10 seconds behind Brendan in fourth. Daniel, 25 seconds behind Sterling. So still very close. So Zeman just looking to check out going to protect that lead with
45 seconds
left to go. Matt says, I'm going to see you guys in the A. All right, so Matt coming down through the Valley of Doom, behind the column. Matt doing well underneath the loop.
30
Blue
seconds
truck
left.
in the center of the track. Got another one right there. Peaches gets to it. Okay, so Jose, wait a minute. Closing, so Matt must have had a disastrous lap because Jose closed
15
within
seconds left.
1.1 seconds of him that time around. So here they come through the middle of the track. It's Zeman, followed by Gomez. Brendan only 3/10 back. So this one is not decided yet. Final seconds, it's going to come down to this. So Zeman.
Brendan St. Clair done.
Brendan
Matt
takes
Zeman
the
done.
win on the
Jose Gomez done.
final seconds
Sterling
of
Roseberry
the
done.
race. Booten
Chase
Matt
Callum done.
Zeman down to
Russ Platts
second.
done.
Jose only 3.6
All drivers are finished.
seconds back.
Daniel Garcia done.
Holy cow.
The race is
Yeah,
completed.
that was really, really close, y'all. Good racing. So, congratulations, Brendan and Matt, moving into the A main. But don't spend too much time patting yourselves on the back. You need to get out there and marshal. Because as far as I'm concerned, marshaling is much more important than bumping to the A. Okay, now here's the race we all paid to see. Future champions, Zachary, Tristan, you're up.
Up next, race number 2. Mini Off-Road Future Champions. A main. Race order is Tristan Bowden, Zachary Bettis. Two minutes to the start of the race.
All right, Tristan and Zachary, get out there. It's getting past your bedtime. Well, man, we ain't got no bedtime. Ain't no school tomorrow. Chase, you do? We got a bedtime? All right, let's get these two lined
Tristan
up.
Bowden.
If we can, let's get Zachary checked in when you can, Trevor. What are you doing, Ram?
One minute to the start of the race.
Yeah, for those of you that are listening, including RCHQ employees, we're effectively anybody buying a drift car
45 seconds to the start of the
or
race.
a race car are automatically going to be available for August as well. Today. Yeah, so anybody that buys a car after today or today is going to get a free
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Hobby Therapy Track Pass for the month of August. Okay, so a little bit of work going on Zachary's race truck.
15 seconds to the start of the
We're going to go ahead and
race.
get this thing started, and you can drop him in there whenever he's ready. Okay, Trevor? Work for you? All right. Tristan, you ready? Yeah? Here we go. All right, go, Tristan. And, thank you, Daniel. Daniel, our volunteer marshal out there. Chase marshaling as well. The rest of you B main short course drivers, you're going to marshal the next race, okay? We really only need like one marshal for this race. So all B main short courses from that last race are going to marshal the next race. Don't need you for this one. All right, so it's Tristan and Zachary. Zachary's still getting his race truck worked on. Chomping at the bit, ready to go. Huh? Yeah. Sure.
Three minutes left.
So Tristan out front. Zach still waiting for his pit crew to get his race car out there on the track. He's not happy about it. Going to get even with him later on tonight when he refuses to go to bed. Going to stay up all night long watching Nickelodeon. The kids still watch Nickelodeon? Oh, Tristan looking good out there. Got about a minute 45 down. 2 minutes left to go. All right, here comes Zach. He's ready to go. Watch him come ripping out of the gate.
2 minutes left. Zachary Bettis.
And Zachary, you are officially on the clock, young friend. Minute 50 left to go. Next up, going to be our modified buggy A-Main. Sterling, Jose, Scott, and Trevor.
One minute left.
All right, Tristan continues to
45 seconds
dominate
left.
only because Zach's pit crew let him down. So he'll make sure he whips them into shape before the next race.
30
Tristan,
seconds
she
left.
comes outside of the track, but good thing Trevor's right there. We're inside 30 seconds of this race, so we've got mini mod buggy coming up next. Marshals for that race are going to be the rest of the B main box stock
15
drivers.
seconds left.
Tristan, where are you going? Get back. Like I ran out of shaved ice. You didn't get me a cookie. Cookies are a Saturday thing. The cookie place is closed. I can't get you cookies. All right, the horn has sounded. You are done when you win and if you cross the loop. Good job, Tristan.
Tristan Bauman
All
done.
right, and I want to see you two underneath RCHQ tube so that we can get our winner pictures. Waiting for Zachary to come around. Go, Zach, go. Zach.
All
Good job,
drivers are
Zach.
finished. Zachary Bettis done. The race is completed.
All right, see you two. Grab your cars, and we're going to go get you your winner pictures.
Up next, race number 3. Mini modified buggy. A-Main. Race order is Sterling Roseberry, Jose Gomez, Scott Kellum, Trevor Bettis. Sterling Roseberry. 2 minutes to the start of the race.
right, up now. Modified Buggy, Sterling, Jose, Scott Kellum, and Trevor Bettis. You're up. Marshals for this race are going to be the B main. Short course drivers, Mojave drivers, Brandon, Matt, Sterling, Daniel, Russ.
1 minute
Chase,
to the start of the race.
Those of you that did not, thank you, Russ. Appreciate it, Russ. Russ, real good about marshaling. Yes, sir. You can marshal and race at the same time. That's a, yep, I'm going to let you off the hook. So as these drivers make their way
45
out,
seconds to the start of the
looking forward
race.
to seeing everybody on Saturday. Won't have to rush through the program quite so
Jose
much,
Gomez.
but it should be a nice day. Calling for more rain, so looking like it's going to be, hopefully, a soggy weekend.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
That's the Florida boy in me coming out. One thing I never really adjusted to in Texas, even though I've been here over 30 years, is not enough rain. You know, Florida, it rains every dang day. So we are getting ready to go.
15
We're still
seconds to the
looking
start of
for
the race.
Scott Kellum. Trevor's up there. Did Scott leave? Where are you, Scott? Oh, there
Trevor
he is.
Bettis.
Aha. All right. Okay, let's see. How are we doing on marshals? Because we all know I enjoy nothing more than calling for marshals. You know, while we're telling stories, remember, when I retire from this industry, the word marshal will never be used in my presence again. Okay? All right, so who are we missing? Brendan is out. Here he comes. Okay, thanks, Brendan. That should get it. Yeah, Jose out there self-marshaling. Never a good thing. Too much self-marshaling, you'll go blind, or so I hear. All right, so let's see. Where's Zeman? Zeman, you're supposed, oh, there you are. Okay. I was going to say, man, I was getting ready to chew on Matt, and he's already out there. Okay, we got marshals. Everybody adequately warmed up? Feeling pretty good? All right, let's line them up behind the loop. Matt, will you help me line them up, please, sir? Hold on a second. We've got to get Scott. Scott got Jonathan Persons
Scott Kellum.
transponder in his car. You don't know who JP was. JP was freaking awesome. He was an airman. Actually, I'm not sure he was an airman or an army soldier, but they sent him off to England, I believe. Okay, so it's going to be Sterling on the pole. Right behind him is going to be Jose. Sterling, you guys wiggle your wheels when I call your name. So, okay, that's Sterling. All right. You want to move him about where the red car is now. Get out of the red car. So drop, yeah, give him back about 5 or 6 feet, otherwise he won't score. Back him up some, back up, back up, back up. There you go, stop. Huh? I got you. Yeah, I got you. Okay, y'all, come on now. All right, the red one is on the pole, but you need to move him back from the loop a little bit. Then Jose. There's Jose wiggling his wheels. Move him on back a little bit. Then Scotty. Then Trevor. All right, you guys happy? Wealthy? Wise? Wait a minute, what's wrong, Jose? What's wrong? Okay, so Sterling, wiggle your wheels. All right, that's good. Jose, wiggle your wheels. Wiggle your wheels, please. It's an easy command. Okay, Scott, wheel wiggle. There you go. And Trevor. All right, we're lined up. All right, remember, no passing till you get under the loop. Single file. No pushing, no shoving. Minimal stomping up and down. Drivers ready? Marshall's ready. Here we go. Good clean start. This one is underway. We got 7 minutes of Mod Buggy racing. See if Sterling can hold them off. Been doing really good tonight. Despite his earlier wheel nut issues early today.
6 minutes left.
All right, Sterling out front. Trevor second, Scott third, Jose fourth. Jose sideline for the moment. So Sterling taking off onto lap number 6. He's got about an 18-second lead. Nope. Trevor narrows that down to 12.4 seconds. So Trevor closing in on him. That might be for position as they come down the back straight. We'll see when they come under this time. A little trouble for Trevor. Allows Sterling a little breathing room. There's Sterling.
5 minutes
Yep,
left.
that was for position. Oh, no, I'm not necessarily. I think there's a lap between those two cars. Yes, there is. Or at least now there is, I should say. Sterling right now on a great pace here. He is about 18, almost 19 seconds ahead. Jose down off the driver's stand. Little trouble with that race buggy. Not sure what the problem was. But he's definitely, whatever it is, he is definitely not pleased. So it's Sterling, Trevor, and Scott is the running order. Trevor continuing, little bit of trouble. Tries to single all the way. Well, what would that be? That would be a double all the way over the Valley of Doom. Comes up just a little bit short. Whoop, little trouble for Scott.
4
Catches
minutes
the
left.
inside of the pipe. Just inside 4 minutes. Yep. So here we go. We're rolling on through this thing. This is race number 3 of 6. Probably looking more at about a 9:30 completion time. Car on its lid in the middle. Going to run a little bit late when we give you guys those 2 qualifiers that you're looking for. In order to get everybody out of here at 9, we'd have to do 1 qual, 1 main. And I was never really too happy with that. More bang for the buck, she
3
says.
minutes left.
All right, so it's Sterling out front. Not really running away with this. He is about 18 seconds ahead of Scott, who has now moved up into second. Trevor into third. Trevor, you're about 7.5 seconds behind Scott. So there is a race for that third place spot. Now, of course, all of you are going to podium. All right, Daniel up on top of the valley. How you get on top of a valley, I'm not sure, but he did it. So Sterling leading this one wire to wire, extends his lead to about 25 seconds now. It's going to equate to probably, about 2 laps. So Sterling on lap 17, Trevor on lap 16. So only 1 lap so far, or at least at that moment when they came across the line.
2 minutes left.
Running order, Sterling, Trevor, Scott. A little more trouble for your leader right here. Brendan's got him, gets him on his way. Not much of a penalty, but it has a pretty nice lead padded up at this point. Scott takes a little shortcut, gets it back on track. So meanwhile, Trevor and Scott moving positions between. There's only 1.5 seconds separating those cars. So the race on the track right now is between Trevor and Scott. Here they come down the back straight. They're all bunched up. There's Scott underneath the loop. Sterling is right there with him. Here comes Trevor now. Oh, nope, I had that backwards. Okay. All right, here comes Scott underneath the loop. So Scott currently in second. There he goes.
1
Now
minute
we get
left.
the interval back to Trevor. Here comes Trevor. And yep, 8.3 seconds separating second and third spot inside a minute. Next up is going to be
45
Stock
seconds left.
Buggy, Peaches, Homero, James, Matt, and Will. You're up next. Oh, Sterling, 32-second lead.
30 seconds left.
At this point, over Scott in second. Scott, you've got about 11.6 seconds on Trevor.
15 seconds left.
Final seconds of this. That should be everybody should get back around and have another lap left to go, unless you bang off of the wall. But I still think you'll make it. It's going to be close.
Trevor Bettis done.
Oh, so
Scott
Trevor
Done.
done, Scott done, and Sterling taking a victory lap, waves at his fans, and brings it on underneath the loop.
All drivers are
dominating
finished.
That race.
Sterling Roseberry done.
Roseberry.
The race
All
is
right,
completed.
drivers, grab your cars. Let's get a picture of you. Get the winner circle picture back up here.
Up next, race number 4. Mini Stock Buggy. A main. Race order is Peaches Perez, Homero Cantu, James Johnson, Matt Zeman, Will Chalmers. Two minutes to the start of the race. Matt Zeman, Peaches Perez, James Johnson. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Homero Cantu.
Much anticipated matchup. Chalmers, are you going to make this? Is his car down? Or
30 seconds to the start of the
Where'd he go?
race.
I guess that means no. Probably changing a diaper. He's like, hang on, let me get this diaper changed, then I'll come win.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, let's get our marshals out there. Sterling, where you at? Right here in front of me. Who else do we need out there? Jose, Scott, and Trevor are our marshals. Hey, seriously, you guys know where Will is? Nobody knows where Will went? Okay, I guess we're going without him. Yeah, he's got, yeah, I think. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and get started. I don't think he's going to, wait, I see him flagging him down. Let's give him a sec, just to make sure. All right, word's coming back. I think Brendan flagged him down out there. Is he going to race? Well, then why the heck are we waiting on him? Okay, guys, let's get him lined up. I've got Peaches on the pole. Good job, Dave. Then Homero going to be second. So Trevor will help line you up if you guys will kind of like, cooperate a little bit, please. Yeah, okay. So Peaches out front. Homero, is that you? So back up. Come on over here a little closer to where Trevor is. Thank you. Okay, then JJ. See, now JJ, he'll do it because he's, right? JJ's like, man, I got racing acumen. Okay, and then Matt Zeman. Matt, if you'll back up a little bit. Back. There you go. That should give him enough room. Now, James, you want to start at that angle? You want to start? Okay, there you go. All right, drivers, no passing until you get into the loop. Marshals, are you ready? Here we go on the horn. Good, clean start, mostly. Matt, little in the back of the pack, does like something that looks like what I would do. All right, here we go. All right, so Peaches leads him around. Homero right on him. So, and James in sight. So here comes the car down the back straight. Oh, little trouble for the leader. The Valley of Doom claims 2 victims. So that's just going to allow. Who was that got away? That was Homero. Just literally walks away from that nasty incident. Where? All right. So Homero takes a 6.3 second lead. Now, you guys can overcome that, but not in one lap. All right. So Dave going to settle in, find his rhythm. So it's Homero, Matt, Peaches, and James is the running order.
4 minutes
with
left.
A long way to go. Don't know why, guys, but this race was only 5 minutes. Let me see if I can figure out how to extend it. So Homero out front, Matt second, Peaches third. Now Peaches only less than a tenth of a second behind Zeman. There he goes.
Rebel
Peaches
Nicholson.
up to second
Don't
place. Now
fumble,
you're
Homero.
6.9 seconds back. All right, let me see if I got that.
5 minutes
Yep, now
left.
it's a 7-minute race, so you guys still have 5 full minutes left to go. Sorry about that, kind of inherited the clock here and didn't really look at it. So it is Homero, 6.4 seconds ahead of Peaches. Peaches, 3.2 seconds ahead of Zeman. And then James, you're 9 seconds behind Matt. So little trouble for one of the cars right there. Not sure which one it was. All I could see was the bottom of it. Homero, Peaches, Matt, James. Here they come. We'll give you guys an idea where you're at as you come around. Peaches 8 seconds back now. So Homero keeping the pressure on them. You guys want to pass me, you're going to have to work for it. So Homero coming around the middle of the track through the double under RCHQ tube. Back straight away, gets through there cleanly. So Homero underneath the loop. Peaches, little trouble. We'll see where he is now.
4 minutes left.
Here he comes. Still have 4 minutes left to go. All right, so Homero, all right, Peaches, not that bad. Still only 10 seconds back. So, and then Matt, you're 4 seconds behind Peaches. James, less than 7 seconds behind Matt. So still up for grabs here. Not decided by any means. 3.5 minutes left to go. Cantu, Perez, Zeman, Johnson, running order. Fast lap of the race. See if I can figure it out. Fast lap, hot lap, Homero 13.8. 1-4, and that was on his last lap around. Peaches answers it with a 13.1. So Dave closing in 9.1 seconds. Little over 3 minutes left to go. Zeman 18 seconds. 10 seconds back.
3 minutes
and
left.
James looking to move into that third place spot. So he's pulling right up on the rear bumper of Matt Zeman's buggy. Here they come. That is third and fourth underneath the loop, coming through the middle of the track. Matt coaxing it around the double underneath RCHQ tube. Here they come. Through the Valley of Doom. Looks like Matt, little trouble. James is going to get by. So James taking over that third place spot. Okay, behind the pillar. Okay, yep, he got it clear. Yeah, no, I got stuck back there too. So let's let you know. All right, so Homero, Dave whittling that lead down to 8.4 seconds. So Dave finding a rhythm, getting in his groove, seeing if now he's down to 7.6 seconds. Right behind you, Jose, there you go. A little more trouble for Matt. James, let's see where you are. You're 11 seconds behind Peaches in third. A little trouble for Matt. Hang on, I think he got down. Oh man,
2
bummer, right in
minutes
front of
left.
another car. That's okay. We get through it. Yeah. All right, so Peaches, 6.7 seconds back with a little less than 2 minutes left to go. So it's going to come down to these three. We got a car in its lid right there by the column. Dang columns. That was James. So James, a little bit further back. So let's see what we got. Homero, where's he at? Looking for him. There he is, coming around the back. Bounces it off the wall for style points, lands behind the column. There is your leader, struggling a little bit. Now, did Dave just blow by him? He did. So Peaches taking over the lead, 0.8 of a second. So Homero, little trouble with that lap. Peaches capitalizing on it. Here they come, 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, underneath the loop. Peaches with Homero, 0.6 of a second behind him. So these two are going to battle this thing out. Minute left to go. Car 1, 2, through the
1
Valley of
minute
Doom. Oh, Homero wall riding it. All right, allowing Dave a little more breathing room, but not that much. It turns out to be about 3 seconds. So can Homero reel him in? He's got about 45 seconds to do it.
45 seconds left.
There you go.
Rebel
Thank you,
Nicholson.
Brittany. All right.
Get him,
here
Homero.
is our leader through the middle of the track. James flips out of the way. Oh, little trouble for the leader. He's on his lid. Jose's right there. So Homero pulls right back
30
on his
seconds
bumper.
left.
Here we go. Going to come down to this. 30 seconds. Homero looks to the inside. Peaches cuts him off. Coming through the middle of the track. 1 and 2 over the double. Underneath RCHQ tube. Another double. Both of them cleanly
15
through the
seconds
valley. Here we go. 1/10 of a second separating them as they came underneath the loop. So Dave under pressure, holding him off. They've got probably going to really. Oh, Peaches makes it underneath
Peaches
the loop.
Perez done.
But nope, gets
Homero
caught.
Cantu
So
done.
Dave takes that one. You guys ready?
James Johnson done.
0.7 of a second. So great race between these two old friends out there. Peaches, Homero, James, Matt, your finishing order. All right, let me get some winner pictures. Then we're going to get into our box stock mini T class.
Rebel Nicholson. What a race. Good job, boys.
Dave, you had a cheerleader out there the whole time. Rebel was cheering you on, and actually, I think she was cheering Homero on as well. We'll have to. Yeah, don't fumble, Homero. Get him. Yep. Okay. So hang on. Let me get the wallpaper up.
The race is completed. Up next, race number 5. Mini T box stock. A main. Race order is Doug Vaughn, Chase Kellum, Racer X, Scott Kellum, Scott Schluter.
All right, box stock truck, let's check them in.
Chase Kellum, Racer X. 2 minutes to the start of the race. Doug Vaughn, Scott Kellum, Scott Schluter.
All right, coming into our final 2 races of the evening. This is an 8. The last 2 races are both going to be 8 minutes. So duration races. We'll get your marshals out there in place. For those of you watching at home, I'm going to give you what's on these drivers' minds right now. And it basically is that I'm not out there. And there's this general sense of relief that they have a shot at this. And that's really probably not true. But I have my moments in this class. All right, so I do
1
have
minute to the start of the
everybody
race.
checked in. We give you guys a little, you got more time if you need it. When I see you pulling over, we'll go ahead and get you started. And then we're going to launch into the veritable chaos of our Mojave Short Course Grom
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, Doug decides to take one more lap. Then we're going to line them up behind Doug.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, Doug backing into it. All right, Peaches, if you'll line them up.
15 seconds
get
to the
Doug
start
back
of the
from
race.
the loop a little bit more. Oh, I'm calling Doug the other one. Sorry about that. And then Chase. Chase, is that you, Chase? Wiggle your wheels. Okay, behind it, Tony Hall in the It's easy to spot Tony. He's in a urine yellow bug. Okay. There's Chase. Okay. Then Tony in the urine yellow bug, followed by Scott Kellum. And then Scott. Okay, pair of Scotts in the back of it. All right. James, you ready over there? You look pretty chill. You good? Okay. Romero? Zeman, everybody cool? All right. No passing until you get to the loop. Nice clean start. No pushing, no shoving, limited stomping. All right, stomp up and down. Here we go. We're off we go. Sorry for. All right, restart. I'm sorry, y'all. I had an itchy finger. It hit the button while I was still talking. False start. Start over. Line them back up, Peaches, if you don't mind. Right? And you think I'm a professional, right? You guys like it? All right. In the next 5 seconds, we'll let our marshals get back to where they need to be. So it's not going to be 5 seconds, going to be a little bit longer than that. All right, drivers, here we go on the horn. Good start. All right, off we go. 8 minutes of box stock truck. So far tonight, Doug has pretty well dominated this class. Let's see if he can continue that. Little trouble for Doug. Allowing Chase to pull up behind him, but Chase hits the can of sand. I had that backwards, I think. I keep confusing Doug and Chase. I'll get it right before we're done tonight. Okay, trouble on the back straight. There we go. Okay, Chase in the lead. Doug, 3 seconds back. Got a car on its lid right here. Peaches sees it. Thank you, Dave. Gets in there, gets out of there, gets them on their way. Scott Kellum third. Scott Schuler. God, it's getting then Scott and then Tony.
7 minutes left.
First minute's down. Still almost 7 full minutes to go. All right, Chase out front. Here he is coming through the middle of the track, past the dot, over single, into the doubles. Another set of doubles. Oh, right there by James. Good place to crash if you're going to crash. And he does a rail slide all the way down the back. So it's Chase. Now back to Doug. We'll wait for Doug to cross the line. There he is. So Doug, 4.5 seconds back. So Doug finding his way through traffic. Nothing between him and Chase now as they come down the back straightaway. So Doug, little trouble. Gives Chase just
6
a
minutes
touch
left.
of breathing room. There he goes, Doug, your second place car over the loop. Then back to Tony. Tony back is in the Valley of Doom as we speak. And he gets out of it. Good job. Homero, having that presence of mind and not dropping behind the column. You know, Homero, we're going to keep you around. Okay, I believe. Little trouble for Doug. So that's going to give Chase just a little bit more room to take a deep breath. Oh, trouble for Chase as well. He's behind the column. And Homero, again, pushed them out. All three of them having trouble right there at the same time. Chase holding them off for now. Doug, 2.6 seconds back as they came under. Oh, I'm sorry, 7 seconds back as they came under the loop. So lots of crashing. Okay, drivers, you've got 5 minutes left. If I was one of y'all, I'd be slowing down, getting a
5
rhythm,
minutes left.
and getting some consistent laps going. But that's just me. So a little bit too much wrecking for this stage of the race. So I get everybody going to calm down, and this could be anybody's race because there's still, right now, that 1 and 2 showed only 4.5 seconds. Oh, Doug, a little flip right as he starts to close in on the first place driver. Plenty of time left. Doug will have time to regroup, take another crack at him. Here they come, 1 and 2 down the back straight. Both getting through there cleanly this time. So let Scott, Doug, through the middle of the track. 0.6 of a second separating those two cars. So Doug lining up, looking for his spot. Oh no, a little trouble for the leader on his lid. Doug gets by him and is going to be the new leader of the race. So Doug coming through the middle of the track.
4
He
minutes
is
left.
the blue truck with the orange nose on it. Doug coming up into some traffic, wisely hangs back. Looks for a spot to pass, gets around. So Doug with a little bit of clear sailing. He's just got to get by Tony's bug. And he'll have a lot of empty track out in front of him. Okay, here's your running order. It's Vaughn, Kellum, Hall, Scott Kellum, and then Scott Slitter. So really, the closest race on the track is Doug out front. Chase is 13 seconds back. Then back to Tony is a full 44 seconds. But Scott Kellum is only 18 seconds behind Tony. So Scott still got a shot at that third place spot, especially with Tony on his lid there right now. We'll see how this shakes out.
3 minutes left.
So little trouble behind the column up against the wall. Oh, somebody hits the sand bucket. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to go. Scott, nice little rail slide down the back. Let's see how he's doing. 12 seconds behind Tony now. So Scott starting to reel Tony in ever so slowly. Tony, a little trouble through the Valley of Doom again. Right here up underneath the loop. Oh. All right, little trouble for Scott. He gets flipped over in the valley. Couple of cars there on their lids. Homero, again, expert marshaling by Homero, gets them all sorted out. Overall running order, Doug, Chase, Tony, Scott, and Scott.
2 minutes left.
Thank you, Brittany. We're in the final 2 minutes of this gentleman's class, Mini T Box Stock Race. Doug with a 19-second lead. Got a car on its lid. Doug avoids it. Trouble in the valley. Homero gets them cleared out. Still got one car in there. All righty, so Doug, Chase, Scott, Tony, and Scott is your running order. So Scott taking over that third place spot, getting up onto the podium, but there's only 4.5 seconds between him and Doug. So we'll see. It's coming down to this, and right at about a minute, 10 seconds left to go. Trouble for Tony. He's in the valley. He is out of the
1
valley.
minute left.
Inside a minute. Doug, 30-second lead. Coming through the middle of the track. Clear sailing out in front of him. So here's your leader coming underneath the loop right now.
45 seconds left.
Blue truck, orange nose. Chase, your second place car. Let's see if we can spot Chase. Here he comes down the back straight now. Oh, Chase about kind of narrowing the lead down a little bit. He's got it to 27 seconds, but that's going to equate to about 2 laps left. Scott Kellum, solid third place. Tony, you're 12 seconds behind Scott with a couple of laps left to go. So can Tony reel in Scott, take that podium away from him?
15 seconds left.
We'll see. All right, so here we go. Final seconds of this one. All right, come on, race it back to the line. When you cross on the loop, you will be done.
Racer X done.
Chase is done. Tony done.
Scott Kellum done.
Done. And that was Scott Kellum done.
All drivers are finished.
There you go. Well, good racing, guys.
The race is completed.
Commanding performance tonight in box stock truck. No one really had anything for Doug. All right, we'll see Doug, Chase, and Scott Kellum in the winner's circle as we gear up for our final race of the night, and it's going to be a big one.
Race number 6. Box stock Mojave. A main. Race order is Will Chalmers, Peaches Perez, James Johnson, Racer X, Homero Cantu, Brendan St. Clair, Matt Zeman. Two minutes to the start of the race. Brendan St. Clair. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, gentlemen, check them in at your leisure. We'll get your marshals out there for you.
James Johnson, Will Chalmers, Peaches Perez, Homero Cantu. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we're doing pretty good, guys. Not too much after 9 o'clock. Where's Zeman? Did Zeman leave? Okay, so I guess Zeman left. No, Tony, I see you. Are you coming? You're not going to make it? Why? Huh? I can't hear you, but that's okay. I understand. Hey, y'all, I don't know what to think about all these old guys that like 9 o'clock is late, right? And it's like, really? Okay. Tony, I'm messing with you. 9 o'clock is late. Huh? You're welcome. Hey, that's what friends are for. All right. So, hey, we've got them lined up. Doug, you okay over there? Just checking in with you. All right. You good, Doug? All right. And I've only got 3 marshals, right? Oh, let's see here. Okay. We've got 3 damn good marshals out here. Hang on, no, I'm trying. You guys good? You ready to have some fun? Okay, this is just gonna be fun. Okay, all right, okay, all right. So, driver, yeah, and you can give each other a hard time if you want. That's half the fun. Chop, chop. Okay, drivers ready? Marshals ready. On the horn. Man, that's some really good, close, clean, right up to that point, racing. All right. So Chalmers leads them around in the candy corn Mojave. He's got his cheerleader right there in front of him. I think she may be sleeping. We may have lost the cheerleader. All right. So Will coming around already, looking to already put a car or 2 down the lap. Peach is holding on to second. 2.8 seconds back. Brendan moving up to second. Peaches down to third. Here comes the drift gang. Just in time to help us marshal. They're like, hey, if we hurry, we can help those guys marshal. That's how drift people think. There's no marshaling in drifting. All right, so it's Chalmers,
7 minutes
St. Clair,
left.
Perez, Cantu, Johnson, Hall, Zeman out of this one. Look at that. All right, thank you, Brady. Brady jumps right in, grab this corner over here. Yeah, you got to focus on the Valley of Doom. There's a lot of wrecking in there. So Chalmers out front by only 1.6 seconds back. I'm sorry, Brendan taking over the lead ahead of Chalmers. So I missed that one. So Brendan on fire here. Here he comes underneath the loop. He's in the red and black truck coming through the middle of the track. The candy corn truck chasing him down, that would be your second place. Meanwhile, Peaches, 14 seconds back behind those guys. So here comes Brendan, down the middle. Trouble in the Valley of Doom. Scott's out there, be careful. Good job, Scott. Hey, oh, trouble for Brendan. Wait a minute, here they go. Oh, Will makes the inside move. Brendan counters it, but traction rolls it. Not a whole lot. 2/100ths of a second separated them that time around. So Brendan makes the move in the corner and then endos it. Both of them having trouble. It's going to be a matter of which one the marshal can get to the quickest. There were 3 or 4 cars on their lid all at once. So Brendan taking a deep breath. Let's see what kind of a lead he has. 8.7 second lead. So Will has his work cut out for him, but still has a full 5 minutes and 15 seconds left. So Johnson, meanwhile, moves up into third. James, you're 8.5 seconds behind Will. So James quietly sneaking up behind the 1 and 2 car as they battled it out. So here comes Will.
5 minutes left.
All right, see if he's closed in a bit. 8.6, so only 2/10. So Brendan not letting, no, takes the inside of the jump there. Risky move, but he pulled it off. through the middle of the track, over the doubles, down the back straight, and gets through there nice and clean. So back to Will. Will in the middle of the track. So Brendan, 8.8 seconds. James, 11 seconds behind Will. Homero, you're 10 seconds behind James. Peaches, 20 seconds behind Homero. Peaches not as fast in this round, being that I did not step on his car. So we'll start a new tradition from here on out that I'll stomp on his car. Okay, trouble. I think your leader's in that one. Behind the column. Yep, he gets it going. So this is going to allow Will a little bit more slack. Wait a minute. No, he's coming around. Will did get around him that time. I'm sorry. 1.3 second lead. So here's Will.
4 minutes left.
Oh, he got trouble. And banging into the car. So there's Will out front. Brendan, 1.8 seconds back. So there's one car between them. Blue car, let Brendan through, please. That's for position. Thank you. All right, here he is. 1, under the loop. 2, under the loop. 1.1 seconds separating them. Blue car, please. They're racing for the lead. Don't take them out. No, don't take them out. Yeah, don't get in the way. Don't get between 1 and 2 like that. Give them some room. There we go. All right, we'll see if Brendan can chase him down. Got about 6.7 seconds now. But Brendan, very determined, very fast. Meanwhile, what's James Johnson up to? 23 seconds back. Then Homero, 20 seconds behind James. Peaches, 22. All right. So you're going to see Brendan giving it everything he's got. You got 3 minutes, Brendan.
3 minutes left.
And a lot of traffic. So we'll see if Will can hold him off this time. Oh, Brendan behind the column. Get out of there, Scott. Okay. Scott gets clipped in the ankle. Good thing that wasn't a truggy. All right, Will with traffic in front of him. Thank you. Very nice. Moves over, lets the leader through. Oh, if you see that candy corn car coming up behind you, he is lapping you. All right, so Brendan reeling him back in. Maybe, nope, 17 seconds. James, 18 seconds behind Brendan in third. Homero, you're fourth. 15 seconds behind James. Peaches, 21 seconds behind Homero. So if that didn't make sense, here's your running order. It's Chalmers, St. Clair, Johnson, Cantu, Perez is your running order. 2 minutes.
2 minutes
All right,
left.
Will, clear sailing out front. Here comes your second place car. 20 seconds back. This one's starting to spread out as they get inside of 2 minutes. And Will basically just kind of needs to stay out of trouble. He's got the entire field in front of him now. So fast lap, hot lap 13.8, set by Brendan on lap 18. Will, your fast lap 14.0. James a 14.8. Homero a 15.9, and Peaches a 15.7. Chalmers around that time. We'll see where he is at. Here comes Brendan. Little rail sliding through. Got a lap separating the two cars now. About 24 seconds. Johnson, 22
left.
seconds back. So the man on the move is Homero. Only 11 seconds behind James Johnson now. So
Dan
Homero
Garcia.
looking to take that
out
third
Chalmers.
place spot if he can.
45 seconds
A little
left.
rough getting through the Valley of Doom, but gets through it nonetheless. All right, Homero, is he closing? 15 seconds behind. So can Homero?
30 seconds left.
About 2 laps left. So Homero, if you were waiting to make your move, do it now. There is Homero down the middle of the track in the green car. Will just kind of got it in cruise control out there.
15 seconds
Really
left.
see the weight transfer of that car as he's going through that section. Little trouble for Dave. He gets it back on track. Final seconds. And Will makes it through
Will
for a
Chalmers done.
parade lap. Nope. Sorry, Will, you are done, but you can still do your parade lap. You'll all be done as you cross the line.
Homero Cantu done. Peaches Perez done. Brendan St. Clair done.
Well done. All right, here we go.
All drivers are finished.
Okay, that's it. This
James
one
Johnson
is in
done.
the book.
The
James
race
held
is
on to
completed.
third place. All right, so Will, Brendan, and James, we'll see you gentlemen in the winner's circle.
Dan Garcia. Clap, clap, clap. William Norris. Great race. Though Brendan had it there for a while. All the way from the B main.
You know, I thought he was going to hold him off too, Will. So, all right, y'all. Well, thanks to those of you out there on the internet watching. Hope you enjoyed that program. I know I did. It's fun to get back in here and get involved in the race program. I'll be here Saturday as well. So you guys are stuck with me for the rest of the week. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Very, very fun, successful evening on both of our tracks here. And that is it for us. Peace. Got that from Matt, by the way.